Hello, today we're going to be diving into the ever important topic of how to improve your sales team's performance. We've all had those times where we've looked at our sales teams and said, man, we can do so much better. But what do you do to improve sales performance? Is there a secret recipe? I don't know if there's a secret recipe, but I do know that there are certain things you can do to see success and improve sales performance. Now, nothing can be more challenging than seeing a team perform below its capabilities. It happens to the best of us, and sales can be that tricky business that incorporates a lot of different things, and so having a team not perform can be a challenge. But today I want to dive into that topic. I want to help you understand how you can get your sales team performing when they're down. I want to first help you understand a sales mindset and what that means, and secondly, what not to do. Third, we need to understand what metrics will help determine their success and their performance. And finally, creating a vision and confidence in that sales team will elevate their performance. If you're ready, let's go. So let's talk about a sales mindset, right? Sales individuals are unique animals, right? And they're motivated by different things, but understanding what motivates them is key. Some of them are motivated by the carrot, some are motivated by the stick. So what does that mean? Salespeople sometimes are motivated by what they can get out of sales, but some of them are motivated by what might happen if sales do not improve. Each of them are very different. Now, over my career, I have managed probably 3 really large sales organizations, and each of them have been so different. That first group, they were so excited about the incentives, about the spiffs, about the money, and it was just kind of an energetic environment where it was easy to motivate them. The second group, ironically, was more motivated by, man, what could happen if sales don't improve? Are we going to get less leads, less quality leads? Are we going to not be able to have as much opportunity? It was really interesting. And the last group, they were more motivated by consistency. If they could have something they could count on week in and week out, that's what got them excited and motivated. And understanding what motivates these different groups, even down to the individual level, can make all the difference in the world. Once you understand a salesperson's mindset and what motivates them, you can then utilize that to help motivate them and improve performance. Now, here's something I don't think you should ever do. If you're looking to improve sales performance, the last thing you want to do is be that individual who comes down raining hellfire and brimstone, like, you're no good, you're awful, you're ruining this. I mean, I just don't think that works nowadays. With today's working class, I don't think coming down on them harshly or doing things that embarrasses in front of people is going to work to get the results you want. If you're looking for sales performance to improve and sales individuals to perform at a higher level, the last thing they need to hear from you is you berating them and bringing them down. I remember one time there was a manager, and this was many years ago, but I remember as we were talking to them, we were looking to utilize their sales organization to help us with some sales. We had an abundance of leads. We were thinking maybe they could help us get some sales because we're not able to work all these leads. And I remember him introducing us to the sales floor, and I remember him kind of berating them a little bit in front of us. And I thought, gal, that just can't be good for the environment or the culture. And I remember afterwards, he'd talked to us and said, listen, one thing I love to do every now and again, every month, every quarter, is I love to publicly bring a person up and fire them. And I thought to myself, that is the most foolish thing I've ever heard. Does that really work? Now, it might set a precedence, it might get their senses heightened, but ultimately it's creating a culture and environment that people don't want to be there. If that could potentially be you, you don't want to create that type of environment. The next step for helping individuals increase sales performance is helping them create a vision. Everybody has a vision of where they want to see themselves, right? They can look in the future and say, hey, if this can happen or that can happen, I could see myself here. I could see my situation here. That is powerful. That is one of the most powerful motivators out there. Everybody has a why. Taking these sales individuals back to their why, what motivates them, why do they show up every day? Why did they get involved in sales? Why do they want to perform? What is that going to do for them in their future life? So helping them create a vision and understanding their why is ultimately going to help their sales performance improve. Now, not only are salespeople motivated by their own vision or their why, but a lot of times sales performance can improve if there's an organizational cause. So if you as your organization have a mission statement or a cause that can drive everybody to perform at a level above themselves, they're working for something greater and above themselves. That's powerful. If you can mesh those two, right, of their why, of their vision, with an organizational cause that's greater than them, everybody's working for something, that can be a powerful tool to improve performance. You know, an organization that I currently run, our mantra is helping people realize their potential. Think about it. If every day when you show up to work, you want to help everybody around you, from the employees to the consumers to the potential students, to realize their potential. Everybody has a potential and everybody wants to reach their potential. And if you're the person or the people or the organization that is going to help everyone around you realize their potential, it's hard to come to work upset, angry, or not motivated, right? If that's the cause, you're going to show up ready to work most of the time. Now, there might be factors outside of work that might bring you down, but ultimately, that type of environment is going to raise you up and those around you, where ultimately performance is going to improve. Now, another thing that I've seen that helps performance improve is rewarding them based on the activity that you're looking for that you know improves sales, right? There's certain activity that's done certain metrics. Then when a sales team does these metrics at a high level, you know that sales performance is going to improve. So it might not be sales, right? They might be in a situation, they might be in a rut where sales are down, but we know that if we improve our talk time, our dials, our prospecting, our contacts, that ultimately is going to improve sales. And so if you start rewarding on that activity, on those metrics, naturally sales are going to improve. Plus, you're helping these individuals see a reward based on something that is in their control, right? Sometimes sales aren't in their control. I would argue that it might be, but you never know when you're going to run into a situation where somebody says, I cannot do this, I can't move forward, I'm moving, or my spouse says no. But they can control how hard they work, their attitude, their energy, their effort. And if you start rewarding on things they can control, their attitude, their performance, their energy starts to improve. Finally, one of the most important things that I believe can help a sales team's performance improve is building confidence in them. I remember, it was probably about 6-7 years ago, our team, we were on a roll and we just came into a period where we had just an awful couple of weeks of sales. And I remember thinking in my mind, man, I want to really let them have it. I'm kind of upset about this. But I remember thinking that's probably not going to do anything. So I remember thinking, okay, what is a way that I can motivate them? What is a way that I can improve sales team performance? And I remember thinking, I'm going to show this video. It's really powerful, right? It's all about you taking ownership of what you can control, and that by you believing in yourself, great things are going to happen. So I showed this video, and afterwards I talked to them and said, listen, I have confidence in you. I believe in you. I know that great things can happen. And ultimately, the confidence I instilled in them, my belief in them, elevated their performance, and our overall team energy and performance improved. And I've seen that work time and time again. Now, these are things that I've had experience with, and they've worked really well for me, but I would love to hear your feedback. What have you done to help your sales team performance improve? Let me know, comment below. I'd love to engage in a dialogue. Also, I've got a free gift for you. It's my 12-part sales and persuasion course. All you got to do is click on the link below, aaronssalestraining.com. Click on that. You'll get access to my 12-part series, and hopefully it'll help you out. Once again, thanks for visiting. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks.